Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. After a very long time, I am going to start with a very fresh topic, that is ecology. Today we are going to discuss about ecological pyramid. So let's discuss what is ecological pyramid. So let's start with the topic. Before that I want to tell you first of all what is ecology. Anything which we study about environment and our relationship with the environment is known as ecology. And in this topic we are going to discuss about ecological pyramid. What is ecological pyramid and what are its type? And this question or this syllabus is very important for exam point of view, and we will discuss it. So let's start. First of all, we need to know what is ecological pyramid. The ecological pyramid is otherwise known as energy pyramid. You can see here, I have written here, it is known as energy pyramid, trophic pyramid or ecological pyramid. So by other names, ecological pyramid, by other name we can say that it is known as energy pyramid, trophic pyramid and ecological pyramid. Ecological pyramid, what is mean by energy pyramid? Energy pyramid means, first of all, we know that we get energy from the sun. We get the secondary energy. What do you mean by secondary energy? First of all, the sun energy is first of all absorbed, or you can say is utilized by plants. They are known as the producer because they produce their own food, and that energy is transformed into the consumer. So the chain goes on, and to understand how the flow of energy takes place, we make a very graphical representation of this flow of energy from producer to consumer to secondary consumer to tertiary consumer, then decomposer and so on. So to represent this, how the flow of energy takes place, we have done, or you can say Charles Elton, a scientist, have developed ecological pyramid to understand the flow of energy. Okay, so we can say ecological pyramid is otherwise known as energy pyramid. Why it is known as energy pyramid, you know now, and is also known as the trophic pyramid because each level is known as trophic level. The producer is one trophic level, primary consumer is another trophic level, secondary consumer is another trophic level, and so on. So this sequence goes on from starting from the tip to the base. And now this important, I have highlighted in the yellow portion, that Charles Elton, because in exam it is asked who have discovered it. So you remember it that Charles Elton have developed the idea of ecological pyramid, and it is also known as Italian pyramid. Why it is known as Italian pyramid? Because in the name of the scientist only they have given that term, that is Italian pyramid. You can remember, so they have three alternative names of ecological pyramid. Any one can be asked: Italian pyramid, energy pyramid, trophic pyramid or ecological pyramid. These all are the same thing. Next, moving on to the types of pyramid. The pyramids are of three types, that is pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass and pyramid of energy, and each one of we are going to discuss in detail. First of all, we are going to discuss what is pyramid of number. That is, the number of organisms in a food chain can be represented graphically. Suppose number of organisms represents how many organisms are involved in this energy flow representation. Suppose the number of producers are 100, then the number of consumers are 200, or you can say 50. So like this representation is known as pyramid of number. By example, you can see here, that is, this is the pyramid of number, that is, it represents here producer, that is the grasses, herbivorous, that is the insects. Herbivorous are those animals which feeds on the plant part, okay, plant product or plants, that is known as herbivorous, and carnivorous are known as flesh eating animals. Okay, so grasses, so the producers, that is the grasses, Then second one is the herbivorous, that is the insect, and carnivorous, that is the frog and the bird, like this. And the top carnivores are the hawks, other birds. So what is this? What is this? This is known as the pyramid of number of grassland ecosystem. Grassland ecosystem, this is the pyramid of number, that is the number of producer in the grassland ecosystem is more. How can you depict, how can you know that the number of producer in the grassland ecosystem is no? By seeing this base only, because gradually it is decreasing. You can see by this diagram, it is by this shape you can depict that the number is gradually decreasing. The number of producer is first of all more, then the producer is fed by the herbivorous, whose number is medium, then carnivorous, and by that when it reaches the top carnivores, the number is very less. Okay, so this is known as the pyramid of number, that is the flow of energy gradually decreases. Okay, the flow of energy also, we can depict the flow of energy also gradually decreases. Next, another type of pyramid of number is parasitic food chain. Here the thing is reversed. This is, and also you can say that this pyramid is known as the upright pyramid, because this pyramid is known as upright pyramid, and this is known as the inverted pyramid, because you can see this is the inverted shape, like this. It is in the shape of an inverted pyramid. Okay, so first of all, the hyperparasites are more in number, that is the fleas and microbes are more in number, which are the parasite. Then the parasites are lice, bugs, then herbivorous, that is the birds, and then the producer, that is the trees. So here the parasites, hyperparasites feed on the parasites. These parasites will be fed by the birds, and the birds then lives on the fed by the trees. Okay, the trees products. Okay, so gradually the energy decreases but in this case it is in the form of the inverted manner. So this is the two example. So in exam, how you will be asked question that the grassland ecosystem is in the pyramid of number of grassland ecosystem is upright, inverted, or some other shape will be asked. So remember that it is upright shape, because here also I have mentioned it that each bar represents the number of individual at each trophic level in the food chain. We have already discussed that. It can be upright. Okay, you have seen here it can be upright, that is the grassland ecosystem is upright, or it can be inverted, as you have seen here in this parasitic food chain, it is in the form of inverted shape. Okay, next, in case of aquatic, that is in the aquatic ecosystem, partly upright, forest ecosystem will be partly upright, and inverted pyramid will be seen in the parasitic food chain. This we have already. This example, this that is for grassland ecosystem is which type of pyramid? Upright. This is asked in exam. Similarly, forest ecosystem is partly upright, and parasitic food chain is inverted pyramid. This only will be asked in exam. Okay, and remember this, and also remember this definition, because this definition is also asked. The number of organism in a food chain can be represented graphically by, the option will be given by pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass, pyramid of energy, or none of the above. Then you can know. So this was all about the pyramid of number. Now we are going to discuss about the pyramid of biomass. Okay, what is biomass? First of all, biomass represents the in per unit area the different trophic level of the ecological system. That is, the pyramid of biomass is the graphical representation that depicts the biomass existent in per unit area. Means suppose an area is present, and in that area how much number of biomass, means you can say the quantity or the weight, how much existence, how much an organism occupy per unit time area. Okay, in all the different trophic fall of the ecological system. It can be upright or it can be inverted, like that of the pyramid of number. It can be upright or it can be inverted. Okay, and in case of grassland ecosystem, it is always upright. This is also important. In case of the grassland ecosystem, in the case of grassland ecosystem, it is upright, and in case of the pond ecosystem, it is inverted. Okay, this only is asked in exam. This is very, very important. This is very, very important. The grassland ecosystem, pyramid of biomass in grassland ecosystem is upright, and pyramid of biomass in pond ecosystem is inverted type. Okay, you can see here in this diagram, that is the pyramid of grassland, or you can say the forest ecosystem, that is upright. You can see that is the producer, that is the grasses herb, then the herbivorous, the mass. Here we are talking about the mass, biomass per unit area, how much number or you can see how much quantity or weight they are occupying in this case. Okay, herbivorous, then carnivorous, they are the upright structure. In pond, it is the case in the reverse direction, that is tertiary carnivorous, that is big fish, then carnivorous, that is small fish, then herbivorous, that is insects, and then it is phytoplanktons or the producer. Okay, this is the inverted case in case of the pond ecosystem. Next, coming to the pyramid of energy. Okay, very, very important, pyramid of energy. Here the energy is the graphical mode of energy flow in a community. Okay, how the energy is flowing we can represent in a graphical form. In first pyramid of number was regarding how many number of producer, then the primary consumer, secondary consumer, the number by number we were representing. Second pyramid of biomass, we are representing the number of quantity by unit area. Here the pyramid of energy, we are representing the flow of energy. Okay, and one most important thing, that in case of pyramid of number, we have seen they can be upright and inverted. Pyramid of biomass can also be upright or inverted, and I have shown you with diagram what you mean by upright and what is inverted. But in case of pyramid of energy is always upright, it can't be inverted. Why? Pyramid of energy is always upright. This point is very, very important. Pyramid of energy is always upright as it follows the second law of thermodynamics. What does the second law of thermodynamics states? That energy is transformed, more and more of it wasted. That is, energy always flow. It can't be revert back. That is, once the energy is used, it is decreasing only. The energy once transformed from one form to another form, it only get transformed. It can't be more, or it can't be wasted. Okay, it continuously goes on flowing. So it is, that's why it is always in the upright position. Okay, next you can see here in this diagram we have seen that is the producer. This is the producer, and this represents the energy. Okay, this represents the energy. Then this is the primary consumer, that is the grasshopper. Then secondary consumer, that is tent, and tertiary consumer, that is hawk. So by now you can see here that one more thing is that producer, here the producer has the maximum energy, because the maximum amount of energy it will be absorbing from the sun. By it goes from one trophic level to another, by the time it reaches the top of the tertiary consumer, it will be having the least energy, because the energy will be utilized from one trophic level to another trophic level. Gradually the energy will be decreasing, because we have seen that thermodynamics law states that energy can't be created or can't be more or destroyed or wasted. It is only transformed. So by transforming only, the energy gets least by the time it reaches the top. So this question was once asked, that the tertiary consumer have energy high, less, low, or something like that will be option will be given. And remember that it has the least energy, and the producers have the maximum energy. Okay, this is all about the pyramid of energy. So by this we have discussed a very important and very helpful topic for the exam point of view, and this was only a quick revision type for exam. And pyramid of biomass and pyramid of number, pyramid of energy. Hope you have a very fruitful lesson today, and hope to see you soon. Thank you. And if you have not subscribed my channel, do subscribe and share among your friends, because I have made many important topics which are useful for your entrance point of view, or your for degree, that is graduation, post graduation. You can have a good knowledge about it, detailed information about certain topics like genetics, molecular biology, then invertebrate, vertebrates. All that videos are already there in my YouTube channel. Do check it out and have a nice day. Thank you.